All right, so we are going to do quadratic functions in general form now. So our first example is f of x equals x squared plus 5x minus 6. Okay, so our formula for general form is ax squared plus bx plus c. So a is 1, b is 5, and c is minus 6. Now our vertex formula doesn't work anymore because it's not in standard form. And we're not going to complete the square, so we need to know the formula for h and k. So h is minus b over 2a. So minus 5, because b is 5, over 2 times 1. That's minus 5 halves. To find k, I find f of h. And so I get minus 5 halves squared plus 5 times minus 5 halves minus 6. Now, I'm not going to do that calculation by hand. I'm going to get out my calculator. I'm going to go to the home screen. And it's about to listen to me. There we go. There we are. Okay. So parenthesis minus 5 halves squared plus parenthesis minus 5 halves. Oh, no. I messed up, didn't I? It's 5 times minus 5 halves. And then minus 6. Okay, so I type that in. I go math rec. And it's minus 49 fourths. Okay. So that's one of the things. So next page, my function is x squared plus 5x minus 6. My vertex that I just found is minus 5 halves, 49 fourths, minus 49 fourths. And so this opens up. That means that my range is still the same as it was before. It's the k value to positive infinity when it opens up. So that makes my range minus 49 fourths to positive infinity. My domain is all real numbers. My axis of symmetry is still x equals h. So my y-intercept, let's see, so x squared plus 5x minus 6. The y-intercept, even though this is general form, you still plug in 0 for x, and you get the c value, minus 6. The x-intercept, you always let f of x equal 0, even when it's not a parabola. So f of x equals 0. So f of x is x squared plus 5x minus 6. Now this one factors into x. that sign right there tells me that it is that the two signs are different, and this tells me that the larger one is positive. So this is going to factor into x plus 6, x minus 1. So I'm going to check that. X times x is x squared. X times minus 1 is minus x. 6 times x, and then 6 times minus 1 is minus 6. So that's going to combine to give me plus 5x, and that would be it. Okay, so this is the correct factorization. So I have x plus 6 times x minus 1 equals 0. I take each factor and set it equal to 0 and solve for x. So those are my two x-intercepts, x equals minus 6 and x equals 1. So I'm going to go verify all this information on my calculator. So x squared, that is okay, let's just start over. Okay, x squared plus 5x minus 6. Okay, we graph that. Okay, so the vertex is minus 49/4, so that makes sense that it's not going to be on there. I'm going to go to the y-min and make it a little bigger in the negative direction. Go minus 15. And there we go. So I'm going to verify that my vertex is at minus 5/2. So I type in minus 5/2, and I get minus 12.25, which I remember from my home screen. So that is the vertex. I type in x equals 0, and I get y equals minus 6, which is my correct y-intercept. And then I type in minus 6 for x, and I get y equals 0, so there's an x-intercept. The other x-intercept was 1, so type into trace x equals 1, and I get y equals 0. So everything lines up, and so my analysis is correct, as well as all the graph. All right, so that is the first example.